Welcome to another part of our Reignited Trilogy. Some we're doing Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, also known as Gateway to Glimmer. Now Spyro 1, very straightforward, very easy. You know, we do homeworld every part, 6-part fucking game, really. Spyro 2, however, is not going to be that, because there's a lot more to this one. In fact, it's nothing like Spyro 1 at all. In fact, we start off with a lot of cutscene.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh?
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
And now we begin. Welcome to Glimmer. And, yeah. This is going to be entirely Glimmer, basically, this whole part, because there's a lot to this fucking game that unfortunately I can't do this first homeworld in this one part right now. We're gonna go through a whole lot of tutorial and a whole lot of cutscenes, so yeah, let's talk to this guy first of all.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems! Can you stop them?
And that's one of the big things about this. So no dragons to grab, no dragons to save. It's all do objectives for other people, which is a lot of talking going on. And essentially getting two things. One of them will be gained to very shortly. It is basically just an optional requirement. Kind of like the gems here, it's obviously to almost at the game and also to get through certain doors and such. And the other one is required to actually beat the game. So, yeah. Now, Spyro 2 has always been known as the most broken Spyro game of all, out of the three. Because there was so many glitches you can pull off in that fucking game. It was abysmal, honestly. You can't do them in this version anymore, though, because a lot of the tricks and glitches you could do in the original Spyro 2, you can't do in the Reignited Trilogy. So, you know, anything like double jump and all that crap, you know, we can't do that anymore. We can't, like, go up on the fucking walls here and climb around and all that. We can't do that anymore. What we have to do, though, is go see the fairy here.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Meet Zoe, who will essentially be one of the main side characters of the series. And also, here's this guy right over here, which I just saved, and this little bit.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders, and it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Yep. This is another thing. We can't 100% every level. At least not until we come back these levels later on with certain abilities which we have to buy from a certain person, who we'll be talking to very shortly, who is also a main side character of the series. Yeah, let's just say that it's going to be very annoying to go through this one. We will be doing a lot of backtracking, essentially, to almost every level in this game. So, yeah, it's gonna be hectic. Let's talk to this guy.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
We can't progress without doing this, so...
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
So this is Moneybags. He's an asshole. You have to pay him gems every fucking time, unfortunately.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
We won't be using this much, by the way, this free look thing here. But yeah, Moneybags. In order to get certain abilities and make it through certain parts of the levels, we will have to pay him a fuck ton of gems in order to actually, you know, let him give us the ability or let us go across. So, we need the gems in order to actually get through the game. So it's not just like a collectible in order to, like, unlock certain levels and, you know, just have for a collectible reason thing. We have to have this as currency now, so that's a bit shitty. But what the fuck can you do? Anyway, here's this guy.
Great! The Superflight power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
These are challenges, and this is how it's different from Spyro 2 and such, because they have a difficulty star thing here. So this is the easiest one. There are a few of them, and all we have to do here is glide around in our, little... flying ability here, and flame all 6 of these gems on these little lanterns here. Once you do that, this will happen.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
And it's one of our collectibles, orbs. In order to make it through 100%, we're going to grab every single orb. In order to get through a whole majority of the game, we need a couple of orbs at least. So, we'll be doing a few challenges at the very least. Or we'll be finding orbs just hanging around spots, just, on platforms or whatever. We'll be getting a lot of orbs, essentially. And a lot of gems, too. Now, the other collectible that we have to deal with, I'll be going to when we get to the near end of this level. But right now, what I want to just, talk about right now is... that ability right there, the flying ability, that was locked off. How did we get that, though? Well, did you see how I was killing enemies, but there were no gems coming out of them? Instead, their souls come out. And those souls go into these little fucking gates here. Once you get enough souls, enough enemies killed or defeated or whatever, these gates will unlock their abilities, and then you can use them whenever you want. And that's basically the gimmick of how the enemies and all that crap work in this game. So, no gems collected in this one with the enemies, but you can get this shit killed, you can get them all defeated in order to get abilities at least, and make it through, certain challenges, get to certain places. Anyway, now it's time for this challenge, which you can sort of cheapen out if you can manage the timing here very well, but otherwise, go talk to this guy over here and get ready for this bit right now.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
And this was also a 1-star difficulty challenge, so what you have to do is just use his rocks here, which we grab into us, go into free look, and then shoot like that.
Nice shooting! Follow me to the next lizard.
6 lizards. All I have to do is just go follow this guy around. He'll drop a fucking rock. We take the rock, we shoot at the lizard, and that's it. Now, in the original, we have to actually follow this guy because he will stop every now and then at certain spots till we get close to him. I don't think that happens here anymore, though.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
That's easy. You can also shoot him without having to go into free look like this. Easy. So yeah, this is the challenge, and the problem is, it's time consuming because of this motherfucker right here.
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the attack button to spit.
So yeah, you know, you have to wait for him to actually move his ass over and then throw rocks so you can actually shoot the lizard. And you gotta do this 6 times, so, you know, it just takes a sweet ass time getting across. Luckily I can actually just, you know, go forward from him this time instead of waiting for him like in the original Spyro 2 game. And he'll just come over to here, no problem. And yeah, it's a bit of an annoying challenge because of how time consuming it is.
You can pick up a rock in your mouth by just walking up to it. To spit it out, press the attack button.
Yeah, accidentally press the triangle button on him. By the way, you can talk to people, you have to press the triangle button, which is annoying when you actually have to go in the free look and then shoot. So keep some distance and you won't accidentally talk to a fucking NPC or whatever when you're trying to free look. And yeah, there's another challenge around here, but we can't do it to get the ladder thing, so that's gonna be way later. A lot of the abilities are abilities you get pretty much when you get to the new homeworld. So we won't be getting this ladder ability until the next homeworld. This homeworld has an ability for us though, don't worry about that. Also, is this guy actually stuck right now? Not for fuck's sake. Whatever. He's here now. And by the way, no lizard here, by the way. Usually there's a lizard right here, right now. But, yeah, now he fucking spawns out of nowhere. So that's clever, you know? That stops us from being able to cheat, huh? Yeah, the developers, they got rid of so many tricks and cheats when it comes to the original Spyro 2 and this one. They don't like a lot of the tricks we could do back then.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Okay then. I don't know who he's talking about, but there you go. It's another orb. We have 2 orbs now, and we have a couple of gems now as well. So we can't do anything else, unfortunately. We still have the Sparks thing, by the way. We can still, you know, attract some gems with Sparks, at least. But yeah, we can't 100% Glimmer. That's the thing you're gonna have to deal with a lot with these levels. You can't 100% all of them. You can't even 100% at least a quarter of them. A huge majority of levels, you can't do it to get a certain ability or whatever. So we'll have to come back here later on when we're getting the ladder.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
And here's the other item, the talismans.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Yeah, we'll be leaving right now to Summer Forest, where Alora is. And, yeah. Summer Forest. And by the way, the Spyro 1 flying thing, they keep it here with Spyro 2 and 3. Even though beforehand you would just get like a little painting picture thing. Which is fine, I guess. But now it's time for another cutscene.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We we didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
So yeah, the talismans are our main item in the game. That's because all of them in order to actually beat the game. See? There's the talisman right there. The portals will now actually show us our complete progress stuff. So any orbs we got and such will show up, as well as the talismans we got. But yeah, there's also the fact we can actually swim on the water. We can't swim in the water though. That's an ability. We'll get to that when we get to that next part. Yeah, we'll be getting it very soon. But right now, let's just go around, explore, some of the forest for a little bit, see what we can find, get some lives and such. And yeah, then do some more talking, because of course we are. There's Laura right now for some talking.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
And there you go, that's your main objective for the entire game. Get the talismans. You should also get some orbs and a good amount of gems in order to actually get through because of money bags and some of the requirements for doors. But otherwise, always talismans, just need talismans, that's about it. And pretty much all talismans require you to just get to the end. Like an exit part of the fucking game, essentially. For every level, as a talisman waiting for you over guy. So yeah.
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
So yeah, this is Hunter. Now, I don't mind the fact that Hunter has different voice actor, different voice and such. I don't think it's that bad. Where did I get a gem? Anyway.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
And Zoe, I think, is actually a good, she's got a good voice actress there. Alora's is good too. I think the voice actors here are fairly decent, honestly. I don't mind Hunter at all. People have problems with him. I can see that, but ultimately I don't think his voice is that bad. And Alora and Zoe, I think, are spot on. But yeah, now time for a challenge of Hunter, which is up there. And yeah, he's just standing right there. Let's go talk to him right now until the challenges.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
You gonna know how to jump, Hunter? Please.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Oh man, gliding is so fucking hard, eh?
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Hovering in this version actually has more like force to it, which I actually like. Like I'm actually hovering upwards.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
I'll bet I beat you to it. Nope. Of course you cheated, dickhead.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Remember how floaty Hunter was when it came to, like, jumping the long distance? Yeah, they fixed that. Anyway, we got 3 orbs now. We got an achievement for doing that one. And there's Moneybags right there, who has our first ability, which is swimming. However, in order to get it...
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
We need a fuck ton of gems, which is going to be a very annoying reoccurring thing in both Spyro 2 and 3. Get used to it. Anyway, that's basically the basics of what to understand in Spyro 2, and also Spyro 3 as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this part, because this whole tutorial bullshit takes a good amount of time, unfortunately. So, next time I'll be doing the actual homeworld stuff for Idle Springs, and then Colossus and everything like that, pretty much next time. But right now, before I end it off, we're going to look at the skill points, and then the achievements. So first of all, it's the skill points, which are no different to the original Spyro 2. Same as Spyro 3, they're the same skill points before. And by the way, they can now show you what the talisman is and such, and you know, what challenges you've done and such. But yeah, the skill points here, they're now called speedways instead of like flights. And all of them are now just beat it under a certain amount of time. They're all like speedrun spots. And of course, all the bosses are perfects, you know, beat them without getting hit. And, yeah, just a whole bunch of random shit. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's really fucking hard. But ultimately, you just go through, do all the skill points, and you get some art gallery out of it. So we're doing that when we go for the backtracking and such as well. And, yeah, I didn't update yet. Let's just go ahead into our trophies. And as we can see, we got a lot of fucking achievements to go through. A lot of them require you to not get any fodder, which you should be able to do without gaining any damage at least. Or doing some fucking dumb bullshit that's not really fun at all. These are the new kind of challenges for you, the new kind of skill points. But yeah, that is going to do it for this part. Next time we'll go through the rest of the forest with oil levels and pretty much the whole homeworld itself as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.